Cheesecakes and me share a very, very happy bond, and it's been a bond for years. But when the family asks for a cheesecake, it's about creating something new, yet keeping it really simple. Don't forget to subscribe and hit on the bell icon as we create a Greek yogurt cheesecake, baked and serve it along a fantastic fig and ruby port jus. While cheesecakes are sheer heavenly bliss, it is all about the crust. So start getting experimentative and play around with flavors. Out here I've got 300 grams of ginger cookie crumbs. Use crumbs that are new, unique, and flavor it really well. Into that goes a handful of almonds that have just been finely chopped up. And we're going to mix this up with some extra virgin olive oil. So nearly 4 to 5 tablespoons so that it just binds and comes together really well. Now I want the saltiness of the crust to come through, and I'm not going to add any extra sugar, and just bind this really well together. This goes bang into a 7-inch spring foam mold, and what I've done is I've lined it with parchment paper, greased the edges, wrapped parchment paper around it, and encased it with foil. This allows for even baking. So all you're going to do now is put this entire crust at the base and smash it down really tight. Smash it down with your hand so that it holds its own really well. And this goes into a preheated oven at 160 degrees centigrade for just about 15 minutes. Into my stand mixer goes in now 1.5 cup or about 400 grams of cream cheese and a cup of superfine sugar or caster sugar. Just allow this to cream up and blend to the smoothest possible emulsion. Once the sugar has emulsified with the cream cheese, you get to see that gorgeous sheen. It's now time to just season it with a little sea salt crystals to give it that speck of goodness. And finally, in goes 2.5 cups of this gorgeous Greek yogurt. Just eyeball in some vanilla extract, nearly about a teaspoonful. I'm vanilla obsessed, so I always go overboard. And it's time to blend this right well together. And lastly, in goes 7 egg whites to hold this gorgeous cheesecake mix really well together. So a slow blitz for about a minute to a minute and a half. 15 minutes done. It's time to take this out and just bring it down to room temperature. Perfectly emulsified as well. We're just going to take this off and pour it bang into that base. This is sheer heavenly bliss. Pour that gently in, and all it needs to do is go bang into a preheated oven. Into a preheated oven it goes at 160 degrees Celsius, but with a great trick to ensure even baking. This needs a water bath, so just put about 1.5 centimeters of hot boiling water into the base. Pour this in and allow it to bake for a perfection of 45 minutes. For the fig and ruby port jus, all I've done is taken about a cup of hot water and soaked nearly 20 dried figs. Pour that into the pot. That syrup is sheer liquid gold. Reserve the figs on the side. Switch the gas on, and into that goes a cup of gorgeous port wine, about 1/2 cup of some sugar, and the zest of 1 orange. Just allow all this to reduce to half, and then we're going to dunk the figs right in. This is an ideal sauce because it needs a simmer time for the same time the cheesecake is baking in the oven. Simmering for a near 45 minutes, the orange rind works some kind of magic in this. All you need to do is dunk in the figs and switch off the flame. It is so important to get a baked cheesecake right, but that is so easy if you master this art. 45 minutes in, all you need to do is switch off the oven and leave the dough 2 inches open for the next 1 hour. The jiggle inside just about gets set right. An hour gone by and multiple chores done. This is ready. Now, one thing you must remember about a cheesecake is to never ever rush it. Let it work its magic, and that happens when you chill this overnight. We are not in a hurry. We're going to demold it and enjoy it tomorrow. Perfectly chilled overnight. All one needs to do now is demold it and garnish it. Those beautifully bloomed figs in the port wine jus form for a perfect garnish on top, and just some orange rind blanched sprinkled on top to cut that gorgeous cheesy flavor spot on. I hope you've enjoyed creating yet another modern yet twisted take on an all-time classic of a baked cheesecake. If you follow the tips and hacks that I've given you, you truly will come out looking like a star. Don't forget to share loads of love by hitting on the like button. Stay safe, stay blessed, and don't forget to leave a note below.